Hello. Welcome back to the DeAnda Factor. I am so excited about today's episode. It's a subject that I've been meaning to get to bring to you all. It's something that I've been hesitant to bring you just because I wanted to make sure I was informed and I had all of the information that I wanted to give you. And then I said to myself, why don't I just start where I am and provide you with what I do and how this works for me. So let's get into it. Welcome back to the DeAnda Factor. As I said before, if you're new here, my name is DeAnda, and this space is for evolving Black women who are building softly, pivoting strategically, and protecting their peace, most importantly. If you've been rocking with me, you already know we do strategy and soul over here. Before we get started, I want to go ahead and ask you to like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already so that you are notified whenever a new video drops. Today, we're talking about something practical, powerful, and profitable. Yes. I'm always trying to, make sure that my sister friends are, and that's how I consider you, that you are up on basically what I'm doing and what's helping and assisting me. I like bringing in new tools, and I like, jumping into things that's going to help me get to reaching that goal or protecting my peace, if you will. And most importantly, anything that's going to help me grow and make money. And that's what we're all trying to do, right? But we want to do that in an organic and peaceful way. So what we are going to get into is AI, and not the hype version, not the trendy version or what's hot right now, but how you can roll this tool into your everyday. I'm going to show you how to start using AI like this, how to make money, how to save time, and how to be more productive in your everyday life. Because we're not behind, we're strategic. And, I'm always saying that. So really, I'm serious. This is how we're going to be able to pivot in a graceful way, be strategic in a practical way, and save our peace. We're trying to do it with ease, not with hustle, not with those things that bog us down and, basically get us in trouble, where we, have to go to the doctor and all the things that it's not good for us. We want to use this tool to help us, to assist us, to get to that thing, to get to that goal, to get to that new job, to get to that, new business, to really help us succeed. Okay, so let's do this. So the first question I think we need to ask is why AI matters to us. And this is a question that comes up because there's fear in using AI. And what people are not understanding is you've been using AI for years now. And sometimes, you're using it without even knowing that you are using it. So we're going to get a little bit into that. But I want to be clear on things. So if there are some things that you're like, oh, that's a little bit over my head, please drop a comment in the comment section and let me know if you want more clarity on that. If you want a whole video on that, I'm happy to do that as well. Let's answer the question, why AI matters to us. And AI is not here to replace you. Some people are thinking that it's here to get your job and that kind of thing. It really isn't. It's really not here to replace you. What it's here to do is amplify your skills, amplify the things that you need. It is a tool. Black women, we have always had to work twice as hard for half the credit. AI is here to help us leverage that. It's your digital assistant that doesn't get tired, doesn't get emotional or distracted if you're using it right. And for the Gen X women who I have here, like myself, we're not trying to learn tech shit or shits and giggles. We're trying to, find that assistant that, doesn't, have to take off, for that assistant who is going to always be there, So let's talk a bit about the how. Full disclaimer, the things mentioned here are ways in which I have used AI. And I said that before, to assist, to help, to enhance in work life, personal, play life. And that goes also for travel. I use it for several things, and I'm going to get into quite a bit of that today. And I want to make sure that you are taking notes. So grab your notepad, grab your tea if you'd like, grab your glass of wine, depending on the time of day that you're looking at this, because we're going to really get into how you can use AI. Okay. So let's do that. So the first thing that we're going to get into is how to use AI to make money. And I'm starting off with that one because that's the one that most people are always, trying to get a handle on. How can AI really help me make money? And one of the things that you can use it for is turning your knowledge into digital products. And I know, again, that might be over some of your heads or whatever, and you can get more. Again, if you want more information on that, if you want more details on that, please let me know in the comments, and I will create a video on that as well. At any rate, back to how AI can help you with that. AI can help you outline an ebook, create workbooks, again, that you can put a price tag on and sell. These are digital products. These are different types of digital products. AI can help you build an online course, write email funnels. Being that I'm in marketing, I totally understand how to unpack those different digital products that I just mentioned. Again, if you want more clarity and details on that, I'm happy to provide that to you. If you're experienced or you already have this experience, you already know that you can, build on creating products, digital products that you can then put a price tag on and sell. AI helps you package that experience. And I will, also say that once you get in community, most people who know me, if you've been on this channel before, you've heard me mention Exodus Summit and how they have presented tons upon tons of content around this subject. So if you want, additional or in more detail explanation on how to build digital products, please let me know and we'll get you there. So the other things that you can use AI to assist you in, offer AI assisted services. I use AI to write resumes, create marketing plans, draft proposals, build pitch decks. And it's all about how you create the prompt to do this. And also knowing that once it's produced, once the AI assist you in producing this, how you then go back in and put your spin on it, your DeAnda-ness, if you will, on it, and insert your name there. And you then, once you create these things using AI, you charge for the final polished version of it. AI speeds up the production and you sell the strategy, right? And this is what I do on a day-to-day basis, daily basis, not day-to-day, daily basis in my work life. But this is something that you can also use AI to assist you in. And it speeds up productivity and production, and you're selling your strategy skills to get that across. Another thing, or the third thing, is content monetization. Use AI to generate YouTube outlines. I use AI to repurpose long form into short form videos, just to help me kind of break it down. And that's something that, I put in for it, and, I can go on to something else. Again, saving me production time. Draft captions. You can use AI to create lead magnets. And just overall more content. You're producing more content, and it then provides you with less burnout. And this, my friends, is what I mean by protecting your peace. Once you figure out your formula, and you have to do that, nobody else can do that, but you have to figure out what your formula is and what your kind of how you map out what you do on a day-to-day basis, and then what then you can have AI assist you with. And these three things, creating a digital product, or assisting you with services, or the content monetization, all of those things can be assisted with AI. So you save time. And it does become a game changer once you realize how it can be helpful in your day-to-day. So the next thing I want to talk about is saving time. And it's real easy for me to say, oh, AI has helped me save, 5 to 10 hours a week just by having it as my assistant. But it's about how you do it, right? So a couple of things on how I have saved time in my week by using AI. Planning meal planning. I'm a big meal planner. It helps me even working from home. What I'll do is create my meal plan at the top of the week, and create the grocery list, and have AI basically, help me with that. And I'll put in, hey, this week I'm, trying not to eat. I had to cut down on rice. So it's like, I need to make meals that kind of take out, the amount of rice that I eat in a week. And what meals can I do that with the recipes that I'm, putting in, right? And then AI then directs me to, these are the meals, that you can do. And here's the grocery list that you would have to do. Right. And it just takes away all of the guesswork. I don't have to do a whole lot of, thinking through that. My AI assistant does it for me. Another thing that you can use AI to help you with saving time is my budget planning templates. Creating a budget plan template, or templates, because I have more than one. Templates that I can roll into Notion or Canva to produce. And once I have it, I am good to go, and I'm able to just plug in, my daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, or quarterly budgets. And that's budget for travel, budget for meals, budget for play, the whole thing. And so I have it, really systemized for me, and you can do the same. The other thing, and this is a big one, is my travel itineraries. I do a lot of research for my travel before I get in there. I'm a Virgo. I already told you that. So I always have to have, my plan. I have learned how to pivot from my plans, but I have a plan nonetheless. I never go out without, a kind of bulleted plan of action. And using AI to build those travel itineraries it has been a game changer. And it is like having a virtual assistant, if you will, kind of at your fingertips. And it's something that, instead of starting from scratch, you refine, because refinement saves you time every time. Okay. Okay. So the next thing we're going to look at in how AI helps me is to be more productive. I'm all about, working smarter than harder. I'm at an age now where that is just not my thing. I am all for working smarter and finding those little tools and templates, and building those templates and processes that makes my life easier. I mean, again, another game changer. So I created a weekly planning. I have weekly planning prompts to help me organize my week based on, priorities. I'll say maybe like one of the prompts that I've used is organize my week based on these 3 priorities. So if I know going in, that this week is going to be hectic because I have these 3 really hot button things to get done, how do I prioritize my week, with these things happening? And AI is easily able to map that out. Now, I will say I'm human. So there's sometimes, I have it mapped out and I have to pivot, or I have to, do something different because life be lifing, and, things will pop up where you have to, pivot. But if you have for me, having an overall plan in place, it makes that pivot not as painful, I guess is the best word to use here. And again, it has me working smarter versus harder, and like I said, there are things that will come up because life does not, stop being what it is because you have this new tool. What you have to do is use this new tool to incorporate and, foresee, pivots that might be thrown in, that might come up that you're not anticipating or planning for. So it helps with that. Number 2 is decision-making support. One of the prompts that I have used here is help me compare these 2 job offers, and how then to go into that. Once it does spit out what the comparisons are for the two job offers, then I go through and put that human part on there. What do I really want? And if, let's say, the salaries are the same on them, if one of them is fully remote and one of them is hybrid, which one will I benefit from in terms of everything else that I have going on in my life? So it is all of that. You have to put the human part on it. Always, always, always put the human part on there. And then you go forth and see what's best for you. The third thing is boundary scripts. So you can have AI with a prompt like this. AI can draft emails to decline requests, to set payment terms, to push deadlines. Peace is productivity. And when you have a tool in place and knowing the correct prompt in which to get what you need out of the tool, oh my God, it just, I can't say it enough. It's just a game changer, because once you put the boundaries out there, you find that people stop asking you for stuff that you're saying no to. No can be a complete sentence, but you have to activate that. You have to put that humanness on there. And AI helps you draft or craft that no in a way that if you need the question to be re-asked in a month from now or 6 months from now, it will be. It will be, because you will have crafted that no in a way that it'll come back to you if it's yours. Yes. All right. Moving right along. I hope I'm not going too fast for you all. So here's a sweet spot moment. AI should not replace your intuition. It should, however, support your execution. We lead. It assists you in that leadership. AI helps you work smarter, not harder. And again, I can't say that enough. And it is important that you know that it's not replacing you as a human. It is supporting you. It is there to support you. Okay. All right. So now we're up for the sweet spot sparkle. And here's the community challenge for this episode. This week, I am going to give you a choice between 3 challenge options. And I never do this, but I couldn't really decide. And I felt like giving you the choice actually helps you to put AI in practice, or more of it. So here's the first choice. You can, and I'm looking at my notes here, you can use AI to draft one boundary email using the boundary worksheet that I discussed or brought up in the episode in February, and I will link that below in the description. I need to take a drink because got something stuck in my throat there. Okay. So using that boundary worksheet, you can draft an email using AI. The second option is you can use AI to create next week's meal plan in under 5 minutes. Okay. So that should be fun. Or you can use AI to organize your weekly priorities into a CEO style plan. So what I would like you to do is choose from those 3 options and comment sparkle if you're participating, and put which number you're going to use as your option. Number 1, Boundaries, email. Number 2, meal plan, creating a meal plan. Or number 3, organizing your week in a CEO style plan. Okay. All of those are fun. If you decide to do all 3, please let us know. If you decide to do only 1 or 2 of those, let us know. And it should be fun. It should be fun. And it's a great way to get into the habit, get into the ritual, exercising the muscle, that you don't normally use there. All right. Okay. Again, this has been such a fun episode. Like I said, all of the things that I mentioned there, I'm doing that right now. I'm using AI to help me craft my meal plans. I am using AI to help me develop my weekly priorities in a CEO style plan on a weekly basis. I use AI to help me craft and build the boundaries that I need so that I can do the work that I need to do. And I hope that you do the same. All right, my loves. If this video helped you think differently about AI, drop a heart emoji in the comments. I'm happy to hear about that. And if you would like to hear more on some of the topics that we talked about, please let me know. I'm happy to create another video to get more in depth on those subjects. Tell me which one of the community options sparkles that you're going to choose to do. I am really looking forward to and excited to hear from you on that. I will see you in the next episode, and I want to tell you to stay grateful, stay grounded, and stay in your sweet spot. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks so much.